I have made a lot of videos on the wars, but it never felt so personal because I was in Dubai with my family until yesterday morning. And at the Fairmont Hotel, Palm Island, where an explosion was seen and there was a fire, this hotel was just on the other side of the road from our hotel. We left in the morning to catch a flight. It was an early morning flight. Thankfully, our flight took off. Everything seemed normal. But 2 to 3 hours after takeoff, we found out that there was a sudden delay in the flights. And the air hostess tells us that the US and Israel have attacked Iran. At that time, I didn't feel anything. I was just thinking that our flight path might be passing through the middle of the airspace where missiles are being launched. But when we landed, we found out what was really happening. In the evening, we got to see the photos and videos of the Dubai airport being completely covered in smoke. The whole area was evacuated. All flights were canceled. And even near Burj Khalifa, drones are being intercepted. At Burj Al Arab, debris is falling and burning somewhere. It was a lot of shocking news, especially because some family members were with me whose flight was a few hours later. And unfortunately, they didn't catch their flight. Their flight was canceled. They're still stuck at the Dubai airport. And no one knows when the airport will reopen and what will happen next. But the good news is that the UAE's air defense system is very strong. Official sources say that 137 missiles were fired at the UAE from Iran, 132 of which were destroyed. 209 drone strikes were attempted, but 195 were intercepted. Most of the places where caught fire were due to the debris of the missiles or drone interceptors. Let's understand the situation in detail. America and Israel have started a full military attack on Iran. The operation is named Operation Epic Fury. And this is not a one-day strike. U.S. officials say that it will last for several days. We are going to destroy their missiles and raze their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. Tehran, Isfahan, Qom, Kermanshah. Bombs are being dropped all over Iran. The most shocking thing is that the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was also attacked by a bomb. And it has been confirmed that he has been killed. This was confirmed by Iranian state TV. In the name of Allah, the greatest, Ali Husseini Khamenei, on the way to the top of the Islamic Republic of Iran, have taken the oath of martyrdom. In Iran, 40 days of national mourning and a 7-day leave have been announced. Khamenei was in his office when the strike took place. Along with this, his daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter have also been killed. Other than this, many of the top commanders of the Iranian army were killed in a defense council meeting. Trump said, "The people that make all the decisions, most of them are gone." And the reaction on the roads of Tehran was divided. On one side, some people celebrated, while on the other, some were crying. Iran did not only attack Israel, but also the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Missiles were fired at everyone. There were explosions in Dubai. In Abu Dhabi, a man was killed because of missile debris. In Doha, the U.S.'s Al Udeid Air Base was on fire. The U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet Base in Bahrain was hit directly. This shocking video was also seen. The IRGC, the Armed Forces of Iran, said that they had attacked 27 American military bases. The operation was named Operation True Promise 4. But they did not only attack military bases but also civilian areas. Direct evidence of this is found in Dubai, Kuwait, and Bahrain. From 5 hotels to international airports, imagine friends, in these Gulf countries, crores of Indians live. Wherever missiles are falling, your relatives and friends are there. There are lakhs of Indian workers. The Indian embassy has issued an advisory that Indians should be very cautious. There are more than 18,000 Indian students in Israel alone. Most of the airspace in the Gulf countries has been closed. All flights have been canceled. But if these strikes turn into a full-scale war, the impact on oil will be even worse. India imports more than 50% of its crude oil through the Strait of Hormuz. India imports 26 lakh barrels of oil from the Gulf countries every day. If Iran stops the oil supply through Hormuz, India's oil supply could stop. Reports are coming that the Iranian forces have already announced the closure of the strait. Experts call it India's nightmare scenario. It will directly affect oil and diesel prices. Shipping costs will increase. Inflation will increase, as will the pressure on the rupee. Look at the timing here. Prime Minister Modi had just returned from Israel 2 days ago. On 25 to 26 February, Modi was in Israel, having dinner with Netanyahu. He was giving a speech in its parliament, the Knesset. And now, Israeli defense officials told Reuters that this attack had been planned a week ago. This is why Congress leaders have raised the question that Modi's friend, Netanyahu, had attacked India's old friend, Iran. The OECD said that India has always been in a neutral position in this conflict. But visiting Israel right before the attack sent a very wrong message. But the most heartbreaking part of this whole situation is that schools were also attacked in Iran. In the city of Minab, a girls' primary school was bombed. At least 100 children were killed. This happened during the day when the school was full. Ironically, what does Israel's official account tweet? Israel has the right to defend itself. Whereas the first attack was on Iran. The current situation started in December 2025, when Iran's economy collapsed. The currency fell by 40% and food prices increased by 72%. The biggest protests in history started in Iran. And the Iranian government fired at its own people. Estimates show that more than 30 protesters were killed. Trump responded by saying, "Help is on the way." This is the biggest buildup in the Middle East after the Iraq War in 2003, but in early February, it seemed that the situation would cool down. And just a day before the strike, Oman's finance minister had said that the peace deal between America and Iran was within reach. Peace deal is within our reach. But the next day, the bombs started raining. According to the Washington Post, this attack was planned months ago. Allegedly, the Saudi prince and Israel had lobbied Trump repeatedly to do this. Look at Trump's tweet here. He considers himself the world's boss. To the Iranians, he writes, "When we are finished, take over your government." This script reminds us of 2003, when America waged war on Iraq. The war lasted for 20 years. The American taxpayer paid for it, and it harmed the common people. The U.S. forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq and to defend the world from grave danger. Iran is twice as big as Iraq. And they are giving an excuse to remove the Iranian dictator to bring peace and democracy to the people of Iran. To prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship, hour of your freedom is at hand. But the question is whether the common people benefit from it or not. Many people think that it would be beneficial. After all, a country's dictator is dead. But interfering with a foreign power in this way can make things even worse. The biggest examples are Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein. The situation for the common people became even worse. In detail, and the history of Iran versus Israel and the USA, I have explained it in this video.